morning. I want to take you on a little journey. And on this journey, I'm going to ask you to think about a new idea on the importance of connections. Connections to the people in your world. You see, I'm hoping by the end of the journey, you will learn a little more about me, but a whole lot more about the world around you. So let's begin. Pick up the pen off your table, and I want you to take it and put it in your mouth, just like this. You see now, each and every one of you are smiling, and we've made a connection, both by looking a little ridiculous, but also by smiling at each other. I have this crazy idea that if we connect authentically to the people around us, that we are then inspired to take those chances, dream those bigger-than-life dreams, and live with true joy. These connections we feel to one another make us feel more worthy, more valued, and more loved. And when we feel inspired, we begin to grow. We might experience this growth spiritually, emotionally, socially, intellectually, mentally, or even physically. That's up to you. But it begins with a connection. Carl Jung, a revolutionary Swiss psychiatrist, once noted that the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemicals. If there's any reaction, both are forever transformed. So you might be the baking soda to my vinegar or the flame that lights my fireworks. You see, I need your spark to light my fire, and you need mine. So get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. Your eyes can be open, eyes shut. All right, so we're boarding a ship. It's a beautiful ship, a well-built ship. It's sailing freely across the ocean, and the sun is glowing down on your face. You're just a small child. But you have all those comforts of home. Your family, your friends, and even your favorite foods are being served. Your bed is comfy and warm. Then one day, the most terrible storm comes, and everyone on board is washed out to sea except for you. You are now alone, and it doesn't feel so beautiful anymore. There is food, but you don't know how to cook. You're a kid, and your comfy bed is soaked with ocean water. And all those familiar faces and sounds you love are gone. You begin to feel alone, scared, abandoned. And the more you feel this way, you just begin to stare out into the sea. Your world is empty. Your light is gone. What happened to everyone? You're far too young to realize that they didn't really want to leave you. They were tossed overboard by this storm, and they couldn't get to you. But you begin to believe that they wanted to leave you there. But for now, you must focus on survival and getting back to shore somehow. Luckily, the winds carry you to shore, and on the shore there are people there. They are busy living their lives, and no one really notices you or gives you a nice welcome. So you don't go out of your way to interact with them either. You decide to find a place on the island and make it all your own. You build a little home with materials you collect, and you're content with having just what you need to survive. Until one day, another storm comes, and this one destroys everything you've built. And there you stand once again, alone and desolate, and none of the villagers come and offer their help to you. For you see, you've not offered to help them either, so why should they? Several years later, a small boat comes to shore with very different people. They are smiling and they have gifts. They're offering to share them with you, and it begins to make you feel like you did all those years ago on that big ship. And like a fire waiting for that spark, you suddenly feel alive. You look at all the sad faces of the other villagers, and suddenly you know what they need. They need what you just received from the people on the tiny boat. So you reach out and you share your smile, and others are now feeling how you're feeling. Your courage and kindness has them feeling great. And now they're inspired to work with you to get off the island and back to solid ground. You see, you've lit the fire for them in their hearts, and eventually you all do make it back safely. This journey's a lot like my life. I was raised by a teen mom who was lost at sea, and I got left behind. I survived many violent storms, but all those storms, they left me feeling unworthy, unwanted. And feeling this way didn't inspire me to connect with anyone, not my neighbors, my work colleagues, friends, even my own family members. My entire life and the choices I made had not only kept me lost at sea upon my virtual ghost ship, but eventually physically manifested itself into the form of a disease of my mind and my body. A short time ago, I wasn't sure I'd be here. I had lost hope, and one person saved my life. Through her act of kindness and connecting with me, listening to my story, her compassion brought life back to my tired old self. I took a risk. I put myself out there because someone cared enough to care about me. Looking back, I didn't think it took up much of her time. She simply did what she believed we all have the ability to do, to connect. Soon I was meeting more and more of these wonderfully kind, compassionate, and energetic people. And I started to feel like living, like making contributions, and even felt less physical pain, which had been present for many years. I started caring for myself, being mindful to stretch and meditate, going to yoga class, exploring through writing my inner voice and what it was telling me. I stopped the self-pity, the addictions, the abuse, and eventually was inspired to do the same for the people around me. I now listen to their stories, feel their pain, and experience their joys right alongside them. It fuels me, it drives me to do more, to be more, to learn more. And we grow all alongside each other. The growth I have experienced has had profound and incredible effects on my overall wellness. I'm socially and spiritually well, engaged, my occupation is flourishing, my mind is expanding, and my emotional health has never been so complete. I am free from physical pain, and I'm not taking anything to manage it like I was years ago. What's truly remarkable is that all of these changes happened because of one person taking the time to connect to me and surround me with her love and compassion, even though many others walked right past me without even knowing I existed. You see, connection has taught me that there are other ways of seeing myself and my life, and by nurturing those right relationships, my perception of myself and my life have been transformed. I now feel empowered by the people I have around me. I'm inspired to continue growing each and every day that I wake up, alive, energized, and I'm ready to make meaningful impact on this beautiful place that we all call home.